Y'all, it's your girl Earlyn, and we back with another video. So as y'all can see by the title, this will be a story time. I've been getting a lot of DMs. Ooh, let me take this out my ear. I've been getting a lot of DMs and a lot of messages, y'all asking me, can I do more sit down videos? Like, y'all love my vlogs, but my sit down videos and my story times makes it feel like we're on FaceTime. So I was like, well, why don't I just do a story time for y'all? So as y'all can see by the title, this would be the story time about how I cussed my auntie out. Yeah, I cussed my auntie out. But y'all gotta listen to the story. No, I'm not this just disrespectful child, because at the time I was a child. I'm not this disrespectful child. I don't just be out here cussing out grown folks. So she really had to do something to me for me to cuss her out. But y'all, so I'm gonna make it a little different. We're gonna be drinking on some XXL wine. So this is the peach XXL. I never tried the peach, but the girls on TikTok and the girls on YouTube been saying that the peach XXL is good. So I just decided that I was gonna try that for y'all. I do have another one right here. I ended up buying two of them. So I got this one. It's the cherry one. I haven't tasted neither one of these, so I'm excited. I want to do the peach first because I've been having my mind set on the peach. But I'm gonna do the cherry. I'm gonna taste it probably tomorrow because I'm doing some things tomorrow. I'm going on a little date or whatever tomorrow. Y'all gonna see it in my vlog. But yeah, so I got my little wine glass. Oh yeah, I did my nails too. They press-ons. But yeah, we finna just pour the wine and we about to taste it. Oh, it smells good. And it got 16% alcohol. And I haven't drunk. When was the last time I drank? Well, I drank last weekend, but when I tell y'all, I feel normal. Like, them shots was not doing anything. Okay, this good. This good. This real good. But I don't know why y'all be pouring y'all. I don't know why people pour that wine all the way at the bottom like that. I don't like that. I like to not fill it up, but I like to, you know, pour it to the top. Well, not the top, but yeah, y'all get the memo. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. This might be gone by the end of this video. I did my lashes. Y'all, my lashes, they look real good. I used two different lash brands. If y'all want to see the lash brands that I use, go and watch my vlog. Even though I think this video gonna be out before my vlog, go and watch my vlog because I'm vlogging this week also. I also got some chips that I'm gonna be eating on, because when I drink, whether it's wine or liquor or whatever it is, I be wanting to eat on some chips. So we're gonna be eating on these chips too. So this took place when I was a kid. Well, I wasn't a kid, but I was a minor. Like, all I'm gonna say is it took place when I just started my YouTube channel. So if y'all know how old I was when I started my YouTube channel, then it took place like a couple months after I started my YouTube channel. So, well, I won't even say a couple months. Probably like the year that I started my YouTube channel, but at the end of the year. So, oh, and I say that because all of that gonna come into play. So one day my cousin ended up calling me. So in this video we're gonna give everybody a name. Well, I'm not gonna name everybody, but we just gonna give the main people a name. So we're gonna call my cousin, we're gonna call her birthday girl. So birthday girl ended up calling me one day, and she was just like, hey, what you doing? So I'm just like, nothing or whatever. Basically, she was just calling to like check on me. So then she proceeds to lead into, well, you know, my birthday coming up and I'm doing this for my birthday. Basically, she was saying that like she's having another hotel party for her birthday, because the year before she had a hotel party for her birthday and I went, and she was like, this year she doing the same thing. So I was like, okay, cool. She was like, I want you to be there, and basically like she just want me to be there. So I'm just like, okay, and we gonna have fun, and like we gonna have drinks, and like we gonna have treat and stuff like that. So I mean, even if that wasn't the case, I was gonna still go because that's my cousin, like that's my favorite cousin. So I'm like, yeah girl, like I'm gonna be there, like we gonna go. So I was telling her, I was like, well, so at the time my cousin had a car, but she said she wasn't going to be able to pick me up because she had stuff to do that day. So I was like, okay, that's cool. I'm just going to ask my auntie, which is her cousin, I think. Mind y'all, this is the auntie that's on my dad's side of the family. So, and this my cousin that's on my daddy's side of the family also. So I was like, I'm just gonna ask. We gonna call my auntie, we gonna call her Childish, because she was very, very childish in this story. Like, now it happened at whatever age I was. Now I'm over it. I'm 22, I'm grown, I'm over it. But I just want to tell the story for y'all. So yeah, but yeah, she was very childish in this story time. I'm finna tell y'all how. I was like, well, I'm just gonna ask Childish if she can bring me, since she brought me to the one the year before. So she was like, okay, cool, just let me know what she say and then we can go from there. So I'm like, okay. So as soon as I got off the phone with birthday girl, I ended up calling Childish. So I called Childish. I called basically checking on her, asking her how she doing. She was like, oh, I ain't doing nothing. And so I was like, okay. So I was like, well, I was like, you know, I was like, you know, birthday girl, birthday coming up in a couple weeks. I wanted to know if you would drop me off either at her house or at the hotel that she was having her party at. So she was like, oh, birthday girl, her birthday surely is coming up. And she was like, I'm not gonna be able to drop you off because I'm gonna be out of town. And I was like, oh, okay. So I asked her where she was going and stuff. I forgot where she said where she was going, but I remember her saying that she was going out of town and she was leaving a couple of days before the birthday party, and basically like she wasn't gonna be able to take me to the birthday party. So I was like, okay, cool, I'm just gonna have to find somebody else to take me. So I ended up calling my other auntie, which is her sister, Childish sister. So we're gonna call this auntie Nisha. So I ended up calling my auntie Nisha, and I was like, hey auntie Nisha, like I wanted to know, I was like, you know, hey auntie Nisha, I wanted to know if you could drop me off at birthday girl birthday function next weekend. She's doing this, they having this. And so she was like, yeah. So I guess she wasn't doing anything, and so like she had told me that like she would take me to her function. So a couple weeks go by, her function birthday girl party in the day weekend ended up coming up where she had my party at. So my auntie ended up calling me, like asking me was I ready and did I have all my stuff packed, because she was on her way to come pick me up. So I was like, yeah, I'm ready. And so she was like, she was on her way. So fast forward, Nisha, she comes and picked me up, and now we're on the way to birthday girl's house because that's where she finna drop me off at. So birthday girl said that she's at the house, but she's about to pull up to the store. So basically like, I'm about to drop Lynn off to you because I gotta go and do something. So she was like, okay, cool. She was like, well, you could just meet us at this store, and yeah, she could just ride with me or whatever. So she was like, okay. So my auntie Nisha, she ended up dropping me off at the apple juice store, so I can get in a car with birthday girl and cousin number one. We pull up to the apple juice store, and I get out the car and I get in a car with birthday girl. So I'm saying hey to birthday girl, I'm saying hey to cousin number one, because I haven't seen neither one of them in a minute, especially cousin number one. I don't really see her like that, but when I do see her, y'all, it be like we never left off. Like, them are the cousins on my daddy's side that I grew up with when I was little. My auntie Nisha, she ended up going in there, going to go buy my cousin some apple juice as like a birthday gift to birthday girl. Birthday girl mama ended up calling her like while we was at the apple juice store, and was like, she wanted all of us to get in a car to go with her to go and check us in at the room. So we head back to birthday girl house. We get in a car with her mama, and we head to the room where like everything was gonna be at. So while we're waiting outside at the room, like it was just me, birthday girl, and cousin number 1. So we was the only ones that was in a car. And birthday girl mama ended up going in. It took her, I want to say, y'all, it took her about 20, maybe 15-20 minutes to come back outside and get us. Y'all, we was sitting in a car for a little minute. And I know 15-20 minutes may not seem long to y'all, but we're a bunch of teenagers. We ready to, you know, drink apple juice, have fun, get lit. And so we like, okay, come on, like what's going on with the room? So birthday girl mama ended up coming out. She was like, okay, this is where the room gonna be at. Y'all gonna be here, this, that, and the third. We ended up dropping off our bags and stuff in the room. We ended up dropping off everything that we needed to drop off in the room because we didn't want to ride with no apple juice. We didn't want to ride with no tree. Like, we didn't want to ride with the things that we was riding with. So we was like, that was good that it could already be in the room, so we wouldn't have to ride with that stuff, right? So after we put our stuff down in the room, we ended up getting back. Me, cousin number 1, and birthday girl ended up getting back in a car, and we go and pick up cousin number 2. So before we go and pick up cousin number 2, we was just riding around for a little bit, because I guess cousin number 2 wasn't ready, or like she didn't have everything she needed to have packed. I don't know what it was, but I remember us, we ended up stopping at, was it McDonald's or Burger King? I think it was, what was it, Checkers? I want to say it was, I don't think it was Checkers. I don't think it was Checkers. I think it was Burger King. I don't know. We either stopped at McDonald's or Burger King, and we ended up like just sitting in a parking lot, because I guess she was waiting on somebody. I just remember her saying like she was waiting on her granddad to call her back or to text her back or something like that. And so I guess he never did. So she ended up calling cousin number 2, like asking her was she ready and stuff. And I guess cousin number 2 said she was ready. So we ride like a little bit all the way across town just to go pick up cousin number 2. So we gonna pick up cousin number 2. Let's take a sip. Side note, y'all, tell me why I went to the corner store. I tried to go and get some Stella Rose. They talking about some $16 for some Stella Rose. And I went to the liquor store, 2 for $20 XXL. What? And then my little sister like, oh, so you could pay $20 for them 2, but you couldn't pay $16 for Stella Rose. I'm like, Winston, you have to understand. Like, y'all, I really had to break it down to her, like, this is a better deal than you think. Like, you don't know too much about the economy, about the world and stuff right now, so you don't know. You don't really spend your own money like that, so you don't know. But this is more of a better deal. But yeah, that was a side note, y'all. Let's get right back to the story. So yeah, y'all, we gonna pick up cousin number 2. I'm probably gonna put some videos in here, because I do have videos like leading up. I do have videos of that night leading up to the point. I don't have a video of like the point of us arguing and stuff, but I do have videos of that day, and I might put them in here, I might not. It just depends. I used to record on Snapchat for everything, and I need to start back doing that, because Snapchat is where all of my memories at, y'all. Like, I just be going down my Snapchat and be like, dang, like, oh my god, like, that's who I used to be friends with. Like, oh my god, like, this happened, I remember that day. So yeah, I think I need to start back recording on Snapchat, but that's besides the point. So yeah, we ended up picking up we ended up pulling up at cousin number 2 house. We picked her up, and she got in a car. We all started talking. We all started laughing. She followed the tree. So, you know, we smoked a tree. We weren't drinking, because we had dropped the apple juice off at the hotel room. So after we go and pick up cousin number 2, we go pick up birthday girl girlfriend. So mind y'all, it's birthday girl It's cousin number 1. It's me. It's cousin number 2. And it's birthday girlfriend in a car. So it's 5 of us in a car. So after she go and pick up her girlfriend, we heading back to the hotel room that like we just went to go check in there. So as we on the way back to the hotel room, birthday girl turned down the music, and so she was like, okay, well, I'm about to go and pick up. She was like, me and somebody else can go and pick up the snacks and stuff, and one of y'all can stay at the hotel room because Child is supposed to be coming. So when she said that, I was like, Child is supposed to be coming. I was like, what you talking about? She was like, yeah, Child is gonna come through tonight, and like she gonna basically like be there with us. And I was like, girl, Child just went out of town. So birthday girl and cousin number 1 looked at me and was like, what? And I was like, yeah, Child just went out of town. I said where she went. Y'all, I do not remember where she said that she went. That is because she was lying. Like, I guess she just said something because she was lying. But, hold on, y'all, wine break. So, yeah, when I said Childish went out of town and where she went out of town, when she was like, who told you that? Your birthday girl was like, who told you that? And I was like, Childish did. She was like, girl, Childish lied to you because no, she didn't. She was like, she's here and she's coming to my hotel room tonight. So, y'all, when she said that, I was like, okay, like, I didn't really know what to believe because I was like, why would she lie? Like, did she not want to bring me to her function or whatever? Or like, I don't know, like, I just didn't know why she lied. But when I said that, they was looking at me like I was crazy when she was the one who told me that she was going out of town. So I'm like, okay, cool. The birthday girlfriend, cousin number 1, and birthday girl, they all agreed to go to the store and get the snacks or whatever. And me and cousin number 2 decided to stay at the house. At the time we was driving, my phone was about to die. And I don't know about y'all, but I have a black mother. And my mama used to always want to keep tabs on me all throughout times. Like, every time I'm not away from her, like, she wants to know where I'm at. Like, she had my location, everything. But if my phone went dead and she called me and I didn't answer, I just sat there and let my phone die. Oh, that was my ass, y'all. My mom was not playing it. So I agreed to just stay at the house so my phone could charge. Keep that in mind. Me and cousin number 2, we going to the house. She bring her stuff we go into the hotel room. She bring her stuff to the hotel room, but she had to use the bathroom. So she was okay. So basically, the way the hotel room was set up was you walk through the door. On the right side, it was a room and it was a bathroom. And then, when you come out of that room, you came into like the living room area. Okay, so yeah, you came into like the living room area, and then over on the right side is the like further on the right side. And further on the right side, it was a kitchen. And across from the kitchen, it was like a little dining table or whatever. So, across from the dining table, it was another bathroom and another room. So, the hotel room had 2 rooms. Keep that in mind, y'all. So, cousin number 2 goes into the bathroom that's on the right. She go in there, she do what she gotta do in the bathroom. And I go, and the first thing I do when I walk in the room, I go and put my phone on charger because y'all, my phone had just died. And not saying my mama had called me, but I'm like, okay, it's good that I'm at a charger now because my mama can call me at any minute. So I put my phone on the charger. And I go right into the other bathroom. And I start like, getting dressed, put on clothes, freshening up and stuff like that. Because I'm already knowing like We finna be drinking apple juice. We finna be smoking tree. Like, as I'm, you know, in the bathroom, I'm taking pictures. I had just put on a cute little dress. I'm taking pictures. I'm just doing that. I'm listening to music. I hear a bang. Like, somebody is really banging on the door. So I'm like, who is that? I look out of the window from the room, not from the living room, y'all. I look out a window from the room. I see that it's Childish. But y'all, she's not beating on the door. She's kicking the door. And I'm like, why is you sitting here kicking the door? Like, what did you sitting there kicking the door for? Like, y'all, we didn't have no music on, so it wasn't a reason why she would be kicking the door like that. Like, if she knocked on the door slightly, we could hear her. So I don't know why she was kicking the door. Don't know why still to this day. But okay, cool. I ended up going to go open the door because, mind you, cousin number 2 was still in the bathroom. So I go and open up the door, and I'm like, oh, hey, Childish. Y'all, she looked at me and she didn't even say nothing back. I'm just like, okay, like, I didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, okay, well, maybe she having a bad day. I don't know what's wrong with her, whatever. So she ended up coming in. She come in with something. I forgot what she came in with, but she come in with something in her hand, and she put it down on the table. And after that, she ended up asking me. She was like, what birthday girl and cousin number 1? So I was like, oh, they went up the street to the store to like get some snacks and stuff. So she was like, oh, okay. So cousin number 2 ended up coming out the restroom, and she was like, oh, hey, Childish, and stuff like that. I ain't seen you in a minute and all that stuff. And so she was like, yeah. So they get to talking. So cousin number 2 ended up sitting down on the couch, and mind y'all, so the way the living room was set up, the TV was like on the wall. Well, it wasn't on the wall, but it was on the stand, like up against the wall. And the couch was across from me, up against the wall. But on each side of the couch, it had 2 lamps. So like on this side of the couch, it had a lamp. On the other side of the couch, it had a lamp. So cousin number 2 ended up sitting on one side of the couch, and she ended up turning the lamp on. So she ended up, you know, firing up her tree, and so she's making like smoke videos. So she made a comment basically saying like, oh, the lighting in here, like she don't like the lighting that's in the hotel room. So when cousin number 2 said that, Childish looked at me and she was like, where your ring light? And so I was like, oh, it's at home. So mind y'all, when I started my YouTube channel, like, I want to say like a month after I started my YouTube channel, Childish ended up buying me a ring light for my YouTube channel. Like, basically, like, telling me, like, basically, like, she's proud of me. And, like, this is something that can help, like, with my lighting and stuff. Because I was telling her how, I was, like, where I get my light from. Either I would take the shade off of a lamp, or... Is it right? It's most definitely raining. But yeah, I was telling her how I was taking the shade off of a lamp, and how I would just like use like natural light. So when cousin number 2 said that, she was like, where your ring light at? And so I was like, oh, I left it at home. And so she was like, well, why you didn't bring it? I was like, well, I wasn't thinking about bringing it. I mean, we had a hotel room. I mean, I wasn't recording a YouTube video, so I didn't think about bringing it. So when she said that, when I said that, she was like, well, I didn't buy you the ring light for nothing. You need to put it to use. So I'm like, y'all, so I'm just like, where's all this animosity coming from? Like, y'all, I let her slide. So yeah, I let her slide with that, y'all, because I'm like, oh, where is all this animosity coming from? Like, I just did not know why. So I'm like, okay, cool with it. I want to say probably like 10-15 minutes later, cousin number 2, birthday girl and birthday girl girlfriend ended up coming back from the store. So they come back from the store. We all just sitting there talking, and we ended up getting hungry. Birthday girl was like, oh, when she was at the store, she saw these Domino's like passing by. So she was like, we can all just order whatever we want to eat from Domino's, and like we can eat on that, and we can eat like the snacks or whatever from like what they just bought. Let's take another shot. I mean, not another shot. Let's take another sip. this is editing me. This is future me. Well, this is present me. So I forgot to mention that as we were like on the site ordering food, she made a little comment saying to me, and to me only, I hope you got your own money because I'm not paying for you. Like, who said that you had to pay for me? Like, I just didn't understand where all the animosity was coming from. I'm in my head like, who said you was gonna have to pay for me like I have my own money? Like, my dad used to cash out me money, my mama used to give me money like I had my own money. So yeah, but I just want to throw that in there. That girl and her girlfriend ended up going to go leave and pick up the food. So, mind y'all, when they left to go and pick up the food, I brung my phone out from charging in the back. I brung it out to the front so it could be in the living room with me because I was in the living room. So, y'all remember that other lamp that was on the other side of the couch? I ended up putting my phone on that lamp because that lamp had a charger on it. So, I ended up putting my phone on that charger. So, when I did that, I ended up going to the kitchen and I fixed me like some chips and some salsa because I was so hungry, y'all. But I was like, okay, I just got some food. I'm waiting on them to bring the food back and stuff. So, but as I'm in the kitchen, I'm making my chips and I'm making my salsa. I heard Child just say, "Oh, who phone is this that's on a charger?" But as she's saying it, y'all, she's taking my phone off of the charger and putting her phone on the charger. Now, I don't mind somebody's using my charger as long as you don't steal it and as long as you like take care of my charger, because if you be careless with a charger, of course it's gonna mess up, it's gonna break. But y'all, I couldn't even look back. Before I could look back and even say, oh, that's my phone on the charger, she's already taken my phone off the charger, putting her phone on the charger. So I looked at her and I was like, put my phone back on the charger. And she was like, my phone needs to charge. And I was like, my phone needs to charge too. Like, put my phone back on the charger. So she refused to put my phone back on the charger, y'all. So I politely put them chips down. I put that salsa down. And I walk over there to her and I'm like, put my phone back on the charger. Like, girl, who is you talking to? Yeah, you my auntie, but who is you talking to? Like, this is my phone. This is my charger that you did not buy. Like, girl, stop playing with me and put my phone back on the charger. Like, what you talking about? You were just telling me, oh, I'm not putting your phone back on the charger. Like, I need to charge my phone up and stuff like this. I was like, okay, that's cool that you need to charge your phone up, but my phone was on the charger first. Like, you're not just gonna take my phone off the charger just so you could charge up your phone. Like, if your phone is dead, your phone can be dead until my phone stop charging. Like, I would let you charge up your phone, but let my phone get to a little bit of a good percentage first before you take my phone off the charger. So when I said that, y'all, we get into an argument. We get into a screaming match, y'all. Like, basically she telling me, oh, I need my phone to charge. Like, I'm your auntie, you should let me charge my phone. And I'm like, I'm not saying you can't charge your phone, but let my phone charge first. Like, my phone ain't even got to a good enough percentage first. Like, y'all, I didn't even have a fast charger at this time. I still had like one of them slow chargers, but I had iPhone. So I was like, let my phone charge. Like, let my phone charge. So basically we get into an argument and she was just talking about how I'm just so disrespectful and how my mama didn't raise me right, and then my mama raised me like the lady that I should be. I wouldn't be acting like this and stuff like that. So y'all, once you started talking about my mama's parenting and how my mama raised me, that's when I got defensive, because I don't care how many times me and my mama get into an argument. I don't care how many times I say my mama get on my nerves. I say, oh, I don't like that lady. I don't care. I still will go to war with anybody over my mama. And you're not just finna sit here and talk about my mama. So she was just talking about how my mama didn't raise me right and stuff like that. So when she started talking about my mama, that's when I started cussing her out. Because when we was just arguing, I wasn't even cussing at her for real. She was cussing at me, but I'm like, that's my auntie and I'm gonna respect you. Like, I'm not finna cuss you out. But I was like standing my ground, like, you not finna run over me. Put my phone back on the charger. So when that happened, like, we still arguing. She still ain't put my phone back on the charger, y'all. I ended up trying to snatch the charger out her hand, y'all. I snatched the charger out her hand. She pulling it. She pulling my charger while I'm pulling my charger, y'all. My charger break. So at this point, I'm mad because now I can't charge my phone. I don't have another charger. I didn't bring another charger. So I'm like, dang, like, I'm just SOL at this point. So we get into a more bigger argument because I'm like, you done broke my charger. Like, now how am I gonna charge my phone and stuff like that? So she proceeded to say something. Oh, I'ma just go get my own charger out the car. So you had your own charger this whole time, but you wanna argue with me over a charger? Like, come on now, be for real. Like, what is your issue with me for real? Cousin number 2 and cousin number 1 ended up breaking the argument up because they was like, basically like, it's childish, it's petty. Cousin number 2 was like, Erin, just give her the charger. And I was like, no, it's the principle. You don't take nobody's phone off the charger and expect your phone to be on there. Like, no, you do not do that. Like, I could see if I was on 100% then, or I was at a good amount of percent, then I would have been like, okay, cool, like, yeah, you can use the charger. But still, then again, do not just take my phone off the charger thinking that your phone is finna get on the charger. No, you can ask. Like, it's not your charger. Cousin number 2 ended up calling birthday girl, telling her what happened. And birthday girl and girlfriend ended up coming back with the food. And I was in the back room because I was like, I don't want to be around her. Like, she just really pissed me off. Like, y'all, I got so mad because my phone still needed to charge. Like, I was at not a cool little percentage. I probably like 30-40%, but I still wanted my phone to be on the charger. Birthday girl was like, girl, that's just petty. Like, let's just have fun. She was like, I know you hungry. Like, let's just eat the food and drink and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, cool. So I ended up going back out there. Y'all, I did not talk to Childish for the rest of the night, y'all. Like, she really pissed me off that bad. We ended up going in there. We ended up going to go eat. Childish ended up falling asleep on the couch, y'all. So when Childish ended up falling asleep on the couch, and just a disclaimer, y'all can call me a thief, y'all can call me whatever y'all want to call me, but you're not finna think that you're finna break my charger. And don't think you're not finna pay for that. While Childish was asleep on the couch, her purse was open and I saw a $10 bill sticking out of her purse. Mind you, Childish had been drinking. I don't know if she had been drinking before she came to the function, but when she was at the function, like, she had a couple drinks. She fell asleep. I saw $10 sticking out of her purse.
Allegedly.
I am not a thief. I don't steal from people. I'm not a thief. I don't just go around taking people's money that's not mine. Don't think she noticed because she never said anything about it. Like, even the next day, she never said anything about it. But yeah, I took $10 out of her purse, and I could say that did make me feel a little bit better because before I went to sleep, I ended up using cousin number 2 charger, and cousin number 1 was in there, and she was like, tomorrow I will take you to get another charger because I know you need a charger. So I was like, okay, cool. After that, I want to say like probably like 30 minutes, maybe an hour later, she ended up waking up and she ended up leaving. So I'm like, okay, she ended up leaving. Everybody ended up, you know, winding down. We ended up going to sleep or whatever. So when we wake up the next day, we packing up our stuff, we getting ready, we putting all our stuff in the car. They was talking about that night, and like, birthday girl was asking me what happened. So I explained the whole thing to her, and so she was like, well, yeah, that's wrong, like, it's the principle of the situation, and like, you don't do that. But then she was like, Erin, like, that is your auntie, so you is wrong for cussing her out and stuff like that. So, but at that point, like, I did not care. Like, you're not just finna be sitting here talking about my mama or talking about my mama parenting because My mama was a very good mother. My mama was a very present mother in my life, and you're not finna take that away from her, and you're definitely not finna take that away from me, and you're just not finna do it on my watch. So yeah, but she was like, I understand where you coming from and stuff like that. So birthday girl mama ended up coming. She ended up coming to like help us clean up or whatever and stuff like that. And so the next day, birthday girl ended up taking me to Family Dollar, and we ended up going to go and get me another charger with the $10 that I took out of this purse. So birthday girl ended up dropping cousin number 2 and her girlfriend off back at the house, and me, birthday girl, and cousin number 1 ended up going back to birthday girl house. So we go back to her house, like we talking about it a little bit more and stuff like that. And Nisha, my auntie Nisha, she ended up coming to pick me back up. My auntie Nisha comes and pick me up, and we get in a car. And so she was like, so as she's driving me home, she was like, okay, so what happened with you and Childish? So I gave her the rundown of what happened between me and Childish. Childish called my auntie Nisha that day. Mind y'all, I told y'all, my auntie Nisha is Childish's sister. So Childish ended up calling my auntie Nisha, basically telling her like what happened at the hotel, but she flipped the story around. She was just talking about how I cussed her out, how I was very disrespectful to her, how she was a good auntie to me, that she gave me a bag full of clothes, and in them clothes I ended up stealing some Ugg boots, and I ended up stealing she said I ended up stealing some purses from her. When she told my auntie Nisha that, she was like, I was just kind of confused a little bit, because at the time Childish stayed with my auntie Nisha, and I would go over there and like spend nights sometimes. And I had went over there one weekend and spent the weekend at her house, and she was cleaning out her closet, and she told me, all the clothes that I'm putting in this bag, if you want it, you can have it, because I don't need the clothes anymore. And y'all, she had put purses in there. She had put a lot of clothes in there. She had put a pair of Ugg boots in there. She had put a lot of stuff in there. And my auntie Nisha knew that she had gave me them clothes. So she was like, when she told her that, she was like, well, didn't you give Lynn them clothes? Like, I thought you gave Lynn them clothes. She was like, I gave her them clothes. I didn't give her them purses, or I didn't give her them Ugg boots. She stole it from me. And I'm like, girl, what? I'm like, why would I steal some Ugg boots from her? Like, my mama can give me some Ugg boots. My mama can give me some clothes. My mama can give me some purses. Like, I don't have to steal anything from you. Like, be for real. So she made up this whole lie of how I was very disrespectful. Not saying whatever she did to provoke me to be disrespectful. She just made up a lie of how I was being disrespectful. Maybe it wasn't a lie, because I was being disrespectful, but I had a reason. But she said I was being disrespectful, and I stole some clothes, and I stole some purses, and stole shoes from her. Like, girl, what? So my auntie Nisha didn't believe her, because she was like, I was there when she gave you them clothes. Like, I was there when she gave you them bag of clothes. Like, I know you didn't steal that from her. So yeah. So I pull up to the house. My auntie was like, well, I love you. Like, have a good rest of your day. Like, I'm going to talk to her and stuff like that. So when I go into the house, I walk past my mama, because at first, y'all, I wasn't even going to tell my mama, but I was like, this is something that my mama needs to know. So I ended up walking past her. My mama said hey to me, and I said hey back, and I ended up coming to my room, setting my bags and stuff down, and I ended up going back to the living room, and I ended up telling my mama what happened. So when I told my mama what happened, the first person she called is my auntie Nisha. So she called my auntie Nisha, and my auntie Nisha basically told her like what Childish told her, basically. And my mama know I'm not gonna lie to her. Like, when I went and told my mama, I was like, Mom, I'm not gonna lie to you, I did cuss her out. And my mama asked me like, what did you call her? And I told my mama that I called her a bitch and a hoe. And so my mama was very surprised I think, but I feel like because of her facial expression, because my mama has never known me to like be disrespectful to a grown person, because I'm not disrespectful to a grown person. But I told my mama why I did it. I told her that basically, like, she said something about your parenting, and my mama asked me the whole rundown of what happened, and I told her. So she called my auntie Nisha. She asked what happened, and my auntie Nisha tell her. So my mama didn't want me to go to my cousin birthday party in the first place because of past things that happened between me and birthday girl when we was younger. Like, y'all, we used to be out in them streets for real. Like, we was 12, 13 in the... Was it 13? No, we was 11 and 12 in them streets, y'all. We was in them streets. But yeah, my mama didn't originally want me to go because of past situations that I'm not going to say. But she was like, you're about to be 18. Like, I can't stop you from doing what you want to do at that point. Like, I can't stop you from being around who you want to be around. I can't stop you from going places and stuff like that. So she ended up expressing it to my auntie Nisha, and so she was like, yeah, I understand. Childish. My auntie Nisha was like, childish was wrong, and it was very immature. At the time, I was however age I was. She was 10 years older than me. So if I was 16, that means she was 26. If I was 17, that means she was 27. Like, you're this age arguing with a minor. Like, be for real. Like, what is wrong with you? For one, why is you even... And I didn't even think about this at the time, but my mama, when she was talking to my auntie Nisha, she was like, I'm trying to see if childish is... We just gonna say she was 27. If childish 27, why is she hanging around a bunch of 17 and 18-year-olds? Like, be for real. Like, come on now. Like, what is you really doing there? So that happened. My mama also, when my mama got off the phone with my auntie Nisha, she also called my dad and told my dad what happened. Y'all, my dad was livid. I don't know if he said something to my auntie, to childish this day, but he didn't like what happened. And yeah, so fast forward, y'all. Like I said, I was doing YouTube around this time, and y'all know I wanted to be a little bit messy. So I ended up making a story time about like this whole situation. So y'all, I ended up texting childish personally, and I was like, just to let you know, I just made a YouTube channel about the situation. If you want to go watch it, you can. And I sent her the link, y'all, and when I tell y'all, she was hot. She was livid, because when I sent her the link, I ended up blocking her. So mind y'all, I ended up blocking her when I got home, but then I ended up unblocking her, telling her like, I made the video, here's the link, you can go watch it. And then after I sent her the link, I ended up blocking her. So y'all, when that happened, she ended up getting in touch with my dad, telling him like that I made a video about the stuff. Like, y'all, the stuff I was saying in the video, I'm not going to repeat what I said in the video, because that was very childish of me on my end, even though I was a kid. But that was very childish on my end, and I was wrong for saying that. But I was mad at the time. But when my dad called my mom and told her that, told her to watch that video and look at the stuff I was saying, man, he was like, yeah, his sister was wrong, but I'm also wrong too, because why am I saying that in the video? If y'all the OGs, then y'all know like what I said in that video. But Childish was talking about how she was gonna sue me, and she was gonna sue me and my mama for everything we got and stuff like that. So mind y'all, I did not say her name in the video, just like I didn't say her name in this video. And so she was like, she was gonna sue me in this and this. But yeah, she was like, she was gonna sue me for defamation of character. So my mama asked me, she was like, can she sue you? And I was like, no, I did not say her name, like she can't sue me. So she was like, okay, well, she can't sue you. She was like, I feel like you should still take this video down just in case. So at the time, y'all, I was still a minor. I still had to do what my mama said. Even though this was my channel, this was my YouTube channel, I still had to do what she said. So I ended up taking the video down. And yeah, long story short, she did not end up suing me because she couldn't sue me. And I knew she couldn't sue me because I know the rules of doing YouTube. But yeah, y'all, after that, I have seen her, like, I just recently seen her, like, right after my birthday. There's something that's going on right here. But yeah, I just recently seen her, like, after my birthday. And I mean, it was cool. Like, I don't really like too much really mess with her like I did. But you know, I mean, at the end of the day, that is still my auntie. Like, you know, we still our love, but you know, it's like, it's love from a distance. But yeah, y'all, that is the time when I cussed my auntie out. And still to this day, I don't feel like I was wrong for cussing her out, because I wholeheartedly feel like she deserved it. She very much did deserve it. Could I have called my mom and let her handle it? Absolutely. But did I want to call my mom and let her handle it? No. I handled it myself, in which I always do in my own situations. I always handle things myself. Even when I was a kid, y'all, I always handle things myself. But did I get in trouble for cussing her out? No. Because to me, I had a valid reason for cussing her out. And to my mama felt like I had a valid reason for cussing her out. And when I told her basically like what my mama said, my mama didn't care, because she was like, I don't care about nobody talking about me and my parents. And she was like, I know I'm a damn good mother, and I'm here for my kids 100%. So now my mama didn't care, but I cared. You not finna talk about my mama parenting when my mama raised me very well. Whatever I do on my own time, that ain't got nothing to do with my mama. My mama raised me very well. Both of my parents raised me very well. Even though, if y'all saw my last video, my dad wasn't physically in my life. He was there over the phone. Still got yelled at. He still knew every time I got in trouble, every time I did something, every time I did this, every time I got good grades in school. Like, he still knew. So he was there over the phone, but my mama was there physically. Yeah. But yeah, y'all, that is the time that I cussed my auntie out, y'all. Let's take another sip. If y'all feel like I was wrong, let me know down in the comments. Even though that's not going to change how I feel, let me know down in the comments how y'all feel about the situation. But yeah, I hope y'all like this story time. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and yeah, I might end up doing another story time for y'all. I don't know what story time this is gonna be, but I may end up doing another story time for y'all, because this story time was kind of fun. I might just film another story time right now. Like, I'm bored. I ain't really got nothing else to do. So yeah, but I'm out for here. Let me know if y'all like it. And subscribe to my channel, because your girl trying to get to 1K subscribers. I'm almost there. I'm at like 946, I think. So yeah, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Airline, swear that you in heaven, saying beauty is so golden, I had to put it on a camera lens.